Hello and happy Tuesday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett with a check of your forecast. It is a very hot Tuesday out there. Temperatures back to near 100 degrees. So hopefully you are staying nice and cool. Thankfully, there is some relief on the way. Just have a little bit longer to wait. Let's get right into the forecast here and talk about it. For now, the extreme heat does continue. We do have another weather impact alert in place for Tuesday because of the extreme heat that we are expecting through the day today. High temperature is going to be near 100 degrees. Heat index 105 to 110. The only difference today is there is going to be at least the potential of some spotty thunderstorms. They won't happen everywhere, but if you do see a storm today or even tomorrow, it could be on the heavy side, and of course it would cool you down a little bit. But for those of us that'll stay dry, it is going to be a hot one. Heat index 105 to 110 today. Could be even higher than that down in the Delta, looking like 112 in Tunica. So today is another extremely hot day. This is probably the last extreme heat day we'll have for a while, but it is a day you want to take care of yourself. Use that caution. Stay hydrated. With that heat index up to 110, that heat can overtake you quickly. So make sure you are taking breaks inside. You want to get completely in the AC if at all possible. Stay hydrated. If you think you've had enough water, go ahead and drink some more. Remember your kids and your pets as well, especially in the back seat. You never want to leave them in the car. Also check in on friends and neighbors and make sure they have a cool place to go. There are some changes to the forecast, though, and I think in general you will like what we have here for you. Today, though, just plain hot. Tomorrow is really when things will start to change. That cold front that we've been talking about, it's going to slowly start to approach the mid-south. Now, this is not going to be a drastic drop in temperature, right? You're not going to need the jacket Wednesday, but it will be a slow drop in temperature that will be noticeable, and it will be more comfortable. Still hot, just not as hot as it has been. And as that front approaches, I already said we have that potential for some spotty thunderstorms. Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon, both days could feature a couple of thunderstorms. That front comes through, it clears out Thursday, so we'll have some relief from the heat coming in. And then we actually have a second cold front that arrives for the weekend. This one's going to kind of reinforce the more comfortable air mass that we've had. It's going to drop the temperature and drop the humidity even more for the weekend, and especially by next week. For right now, though, all eyes are on this heat. High temperature near 100 this afternoon, heat index 110, and again, the chance of a couple of pop-up thunderstorms. They will not happen everywhere, but they could be heavy if you see one. 94 tomorrow with a few more pop-up storms Wednesday. Notice temperatures slowly start that decline. Beautiful sunshine Thursday and a high of 90. So again, it's still hot. This is not a winter cold front by any means, but it will drop our temperature quite a bit, and it's going to be a lot more comfortable. Rain chances pretty decent as that front comes through. For Tuesday and Wednesday, we do have that chance of pop-up thunderstorms. They won't happen everywhere, but they could. But then for the rest of the week and the weekend, things do look pretty dry. Severe weather threat pretty low with this system, but anytime you get a cold front that comes through, it could help to add a little more instability into the air, and it could help to almost act like a match to spark up some extra thunderstorms. So any storm that does pop up for Tuesday or Wednesday could be heavy and could be strong. Heavy rain, lightning, high wind gusts going to be the biggest concern out of some of these summer-style thunderstorms. As of lunchtime Tuesday, things are pretty calm and quiet. It's going to be later Tuesday afternoon that the radar starts to light up a little bit. This is Tuesday around 6 o'clock. You see we do have some spotty thunderstorms there. Those could continue in the evening hours too. 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, still could see some spotty storms and maybe even a few showers as you're sleeping as well. I do think we're mostly dry to start off tomorrow, but by Wednesday afternoon, there you see again, we've got that chance of some more of those pop-up thunderstorms, especially by about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow as that front is finally starting to work through on Wednesday. And then that's going to clear out Wednesday night. So we have a couple of days where it's still going to be a little hot. We have that chance of storms, but by Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, we're going to be in much better shape. Look at our muggy meter. I keep having to adjust it because it's going off the scale in the right direction. We are going to be pretty humid here for the next couple of days. That first front that's going to come through Wednesday, it lowers the humidity a little bit. We go from uncomfortable to just muggy. but really you're going to notice by this weekend, just a little humid Saturday, and then that second front comes in and our humidity goes completely down. It's literally off my chart. It's so low. You see anything below 60 on the Muggy meter is comfortable. Our dew points, they're going to be in the 50s, maybe even the 40s early next week. So while it will still be a little on the warm side, it's going to feel a lot more comfortable than it has been. Heat index today, 109. That is why we have that weather impact alert. Still going to be pretty hot. Still warm tomorrow as that front works through, just not as hot. And then that heat index really comes down for the rest of the week and the weekend. It's going to feel a lot more comfortable. And then next week, our temperature outlook, I finally had some blue on the map. Not had a blue temperature map here in just a little bit. That indicates a high probability of temperatures being below average. And again, the average high for this time of year is 92. So we're going to see temperatures below average through most of next week. That could even include high temperatures in the 80s. In fact, look at this. 100 for your Tuesday. Looks like my dates got a little messed up here. Let me see if I can adjust that just so not to confuse you here. We'll see if we can just change that time. You know, we do these streams sometimes and graphics don't always want to work the way you want them to work. Right here around lunchtime, it tends to change days on us. There we go. That's a little better. Tuesday, 100 degrees is the high temperature. By Wednesday, down to 94. Thursday, 90. Friday, 91. We'll be in the low to mid-90s this weekend, but again, the humidity going to be a little lower. And then next week, we really get into some comfortable air. 86 Monday, and if you notice that line, it even goes down a little bit more by Tuesday. So temperature's going to be the 80s for most of next week. Really today, Tuesday, is the last extremely hot day we have. After this, we really start to improve. Summer not over yet, but we are getting a little bit of that fake fall sliding into the forecast. I do want to get you an update on the tropics. Of course, we do have Hurricane Erin that we have been covering here for the last couple of days. Right now, a Category 2 hurricane as of lunchtime Tuesday. It's right there just to the off the east coast of Florida, but still several hundred miles away. It does not pose a risk to the Florida coastline. And that's going to be kind of the case up the east coast. It's going to get close, but it's not going to make a landfall. It is going to get close enough, especially in the Carolinas, that we're probably going to have some decent wave activity kick up here. We could see rip current activity increase on the east coast, but it does look like Erin is going to curve out to sea and go away. No landfall expected. Of course, we are getting kind of into the meat of hurricane season. Peak is around September 10th, so we're getting closer to that. We're going to have to keep an eye on the tropics, of course. Anything that happens in the tropics can impact us, but for right now, things pretty quiet in the Gulf. 94 degrees tomorrow, a chance of some pop-up thunderstorms. Again, Tuesday and Wednesday both have that pop-up storm chance. Any storm that develops, it could be heavy, but it will not rain all day. Thursday and Friday look a lot better. 90 degrees Thursday, 91 Friday, and then a beautiful sunny weekend. 93 for your Saturday, 92 Sunday. It's still going to be hot this weekend, but the humidity is going to be lower. So that is going to make a world of difference. Even though it'll still be hot, it's going to feel a lot better for Saturday and for Sunday. Next week, temperatures come down even more. 86 Monday. How about 85 Tuesday? Very nice weather next week. Partly cloudy and well below average. We have certainly earned it after the heat we have seen for the last little bit. Of course, for the latest weather forecasts and information, be sure to download the ABC24 app that is on your phone or your iPad or Android, whatever you have, whatever your app store is. Download it. Just search ABC24 in your app store or Google Play. We have the latest radar forecast and videos there. We're also on our streaming app. That's ABC24 Plus. You get ABC24 plus a little bit more. Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Even if you don't have cable, you can still get constant live streaming coverage local to Memphis and the Mid-South. That includes breaking news, court-to-court trial coverage, all sorts of stuff on there, sports content, and of course, extended weather updates as well. Again, that's ABC24 Plus. You can just search that on Roku, Apple TV, or on Fire TV. So still pretty hot for the next couple of days. We do have that chance of pop-up storms. Don't be surprised if you see a downpour or hear some thunder. Some of those storms could be heavy, and they are prone to flood the street a little bit just because of how quickly that rain comes down. So if you do get caught in a storm, take it easy, avoid any flooded roadways. But again, we have some cooler weather to look forward to, especially next week, with highs in the 80s. We'll keep you updated right here on ABC24 Plus. For right now, I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett. Stay cool. We'll see you back here tomorrow.